Hi everyone, let's take a look at section 3.7, which is the applications to work, fluid flow, and energy flow. We've already mastered word problems involving constant rates, like distance is equal to rate times time. This will make it easier for us to solve other problems in which quantities are related in the same way. These are work, fluid flow, and energy flow. And here they are. They all boil down to the amount is equal to a rate times a time. Notice that these equations are mathematically identical. Many applications involving motion, flow of fluids or solids, flow of heat, electricity, solar energy, mechanical energy, and so on can be handled in the same way. In other words, they can be summed up as work done is equal to the rate of the work times the time worked. So let's look at an example. Number 1 says 3 masons build a 301 meter long wall. Mason A builds 9 meters a day, B builds 5 meters a day, and C builds 8 meters a day. Mason B works twice as many days as A, and C works half as many days as A and B combined. How many days did C work? Okay, so we're talking about building a wall and our rates, and we want to know how many days, so that's time. So let's first figure out how many days people worked. Well, everything goes off of how many days that A worked, Mason A. So let's let Mason A be X number of days. So it says Mason B, right here, Mason B works twice as many days as A. So if A worked X days, then B would work 2 times that, so 2X days. And then Mason C worked half as many days as A and B combined. So we're going to combine A and B, so X plus 2X, and then take half of that. And so X plus 2X is 3X. 3 divided by 2 is 1.5X. Okay, so now we have variables for the number of days each one worked. So let's go back to this new equation that we have. So work is equal to the rate of work times the time worked. And since we have 3 masons that are working together, then we're going to add each of their work that was completed. Okay, so all together they built this 301 meter wall. So 301 meters is the work that they completed. The first mason, well, it said that he builds 9 meters a day, so that's his rate. So we would plug in 9 for his rate or her rate. And then the time that Mason A worked, we call that X. So that would be X days plus Mason B. So the rate that Mason B worked is 5 meters a day. So we'd plug in 5. And the time Mason B worked was 2X. So we plug in 2X for the time worked. And then plus the information about Mason C. So the rate that Mason C worked was 8 meters a day, so we'd plug in 8. And the time worked was 1.5x. So now we have one equation with just numbers and the variable x. So we have 9x plus this would be 10x plus this would be 12x. So add them up, we get 31x, divide by 31, and we get x is equal to 9.709 blah, blah, blah days. But this is what Mason A worked. And the question asks, how many days did Mason C work? Well, Mason C worked 1.5 times X. So 1.5 times the 9.7 number would give us 14.56 and so on days. Okay, let's stop the video there. When you're ready, go on to the next video.